the dairy sector is still relatively underappreciated. There's a lot of opportunities to make good incomes for our farmers, but because we still don't understand the sector, it's not been well utilized. So in partnership with KODARAN, the Commercial Dairy and Ranchers Association of Nigeria, we are supporting the implementation of the dairy policy, which was approved early this year. This would enable more small-scale producers, especially those in the dairy sector, to adopt, relatively favorable practices, and will also support investment in the sector, both in the areas of, artificial insemination or crossbreeding, or even the setup of dairy processing facilities across the country.
Nigeria has a shortfall in milk production. We import milk. I'm sure you know that. Now, you need to optimize the production of milk. How do you do that? You get the species of the cow that will produce more. You get the feed type that will help it to produce more. You get the technology that will make it more proficient. That is, you will have more of its type, be inside. More cows, more bulls be inside, and therefore you get more milk. Again, the dairy policy also should enrich Nigeria, because Nigeria has the potential to be able to even feed all the countries around us and in all of Africa, because we have a very good base and we have a very large population and we have a lot of fodder where we can grow fodder or pasture, so that these things will be seamless. And therefore, instead of importing milk, we should be able to export it. So it's a very good thing.
The Nigerian Agribusiness Group, NABG, has been a key partner and supporter of KODARAN. Yeah, NABG focuses on the development of the entire gamut of the agriculture space, and KODARAN operates in a subsector within the agricultural space, which is the dairy sector, the dairy industry. Yeah, so we have worked with the Nigerian Agribusiness Group, NABG, over time to implement the national dairy policy for the country. The national dairy policy was conceptualized and reviewed and approved by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in May 2023. And between May 2023, when that policy was approved, to now, we have developed an implementation framework for the policy to be able to give timelines and stakeholder assignments to all the industry players to be able to implement that policy successfully.
Again, the successful formulation of agricultural policies and their implementation requires multi-stakeholder engagements, something that the NABG has always emphasized.
There are many, many other things. We will bring technology. Technology does not mean bringing a tractor or anything. The methodology of doing something, once it's propagated properly and it is embraced properly, also will help agricultural productivity. And agricultural productivity is sine qua non to agribusiness, the same way as agribusiness is sine qua non to it. Because if there are no agriculture or agri-produce, you will not be doing agribusiness. And if you don't do agribusiness, you will not get money from agricultural productivity. So there are many, many things that we need to do to make Nigeria better. The bottom line is that for prosperity to come into a nation, it must feed its citizens well, or the citizens have to be able to feed seamlessly.